Good evening and welcome to the tea room on a Tuesday night. I hope you're all well. Good to see everybody. We have 4 in the room at the moment, but who cares? We're going to have a good show. We've got a very special guest tonight who's jumped in because Brian is busy babysitting. Here's OC. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good, Tickers. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right.
What you been up to?
Oh, just beavering away, just working and doing my blog, my teatickers.uk blog.
Drop the link in the chat.
I will drop the link in the chat. I've had a bit of stick from people about that. And it's quite funny, pot kettle black, because the person who actually was having a go at it can't even fucking read a sentence properly off the screen. I've seen that many a time. And a few days ago, when I was taking a shit, I thought I'd watch something appropriate. So I ended up on the screen on my phone watching this particular thing. And he didn't even know what the word sinister meant. He had to Google it. So that's somebody having a go at my blog. You know what I mean?
If you think you can write a better blog, have at it.
Absolutely, go for it. But you'll be on Google Spell all the time, I guarantee you. So I'm just going to write this in the chat here.
By the way, I have the choice of 2 concerts tonight, Tickers. 2 concerts, and I want your expert opinion on which one to which I should go tonight. Okay. Now,
wow.
Concert number 1 is at a stadium, and that concert is going to be, the opening act is Steve Miller Band. Okay.
Oh.
Fly like an eagle. Steve Miller Band.
Yeah.
Opening
that's not the biggest one. The biggest one is Space Cowboy.
Okay.
People think
don't say abracadabra.
Cowboy. Well,
don't say abracadabra.
Actually, they were a blues band in the 60s. They were a proper kick-ass blues band, like you'd never recognise the music, like the Rolling Stones were in the 70s. They were a blues band, but no. So,
what about Joker? Isn't Joker one of their songs too, or is that somebody else?
I think so. I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
They have actually a lot of hits. Most people don't recognize it, but they have a bunch of hits.
That's right. Okay, so they're the opening act. They're not the
opening. Yeah, and they're opening for Def Leppard and Journey.
Wow, still going Def Leppard, are they? I can't remember half their stuff. Journey. I can remember some of Journey. Yeah, I can remember some of their stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so that's option 1. That's option 1. That's the stadium.
Option 1. Okay.
Option 1. Yeah, option 2, which I'm leaning towards, but I don't want to bias you. Is John Waite opening act. Remember John Waite?
Yes.
John Waite opening for Foreigner and Styx. And Styx.
Right. Well, I don't know any of Styx stuff. I can't even remember.
What?
No, honest. Sorry.
You're like in your 60s, like you're like 67. So you got to remember Styx from the 70s and the early 80s. Come on,
58.
Man.
I'm 58. Yeah, thank you.
Styx. That whole album, like Mr. Roboto album, and they had a ton of hits. What are you talking about? Guys in the chat, don't you know Styx songs? How many people are watching this nonsense?
Honest, I really don't know. They were probably bigger in America than they were in the UK.
Okay, that's fair. They were bigger, but Tommy Shaw, come on, man, Tommy Shaw, fucking awesome. By the way, Foreigner doesn't have any original members left. They are basically like a rolling tribute band, but they do play, I think, 12 of the biggest hits you've ever heard in your life. And Foreigner also was huge in the United States. I mean, Cold Blooded.
I want to know what love is.
I mean, Hot Blooded, Cold as Ice, Double Vision. I mean, and then a bunch of hits in the early 80s. I mean, easily they had like probably 12 to 14 massive radio hits. All right. So those are the 2 choices.
It's not wrong with that, mate. Crack on. Sorry.
That's right.
Know where the door is. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out.
Oh, Red Shovel's cool. Jump on the panel.
Right. It's basically which music do you like? Which band do you like the best? It's all your choice, really, isn't it? It's like your choice. But they're only playing like one night each around there. They're not. No, you haven't got any of them doing a double hitter like tomorrow.
Well, Styx and Foreigner, I could see them on Sunday if I really wanted to. So I could go to Journey and Def Leppard with Steve Miller tonight, and it's beautiful weather tonight. You know, it's in his.
Well, that's the job. That's it. Job done then. Tonight and Sunday. Well done.
That's a lot of. It's a lot of work. I'm also going to go see. I mean, I have a lot of concerts this week. I've got. Believe it or not, a friend of mine is taking me to see Limp Bizkit next week.
All right.
Remember Limp?
I remember Limp Bizkit. Yes. You frozen, OC? OC, you frozen? I presume it's you, not me. I'm working. Can anyone on the show?
Yeah, it's me. It's me.
Right.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit. A friend of mine is a big Limp Bizkit fan, and he's like,
Right.
I have to take you to go see him because I want to make you suffer through Limp Bizkit. So I'm like, okay, fine. I torture him, like taking him to some of my 80s stuff. So
before we get on to watch it, I'll just say one thing to everybody. This is really cruel. As I've been 58 and old, I've seen nearly everybody I actually want to see, except Neil Young. And this guy goes to see Neil Young like the day or 2 days after I mentioned it to him on the street.
1 day.
Yeah, he went to see him. And now Neil Young, because his band are ill, has pulled the whole fucking rest of the tour. He might not even, because he's 78 or something, he probably might not even tour again. He don't know. He doesn't have to. He's mega stinking rich.
You also mentioned David Gilmour, and I think David Gilmour's coming around, I think, in November.
I've got tickets for Gilmour. I have tickets and
right.
hotel and 8. Yeah, you need to see him. You do need to see Gilmour. But yeah, Neil Young, bless him, he's boning Daryl Hannah. So she's about 30 years younger than him or something. So he's doing all right. Right. Okay, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. I know Paul Thorpe, he's busy doing his stream, but that's not talking about watches. So that, you know.
I dropped you a quick note in the private chat. Let me know if it's okay or not. You can say no. No big deal.
Not really, no.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I was gonna continue to talk about music, but Tickers is like, no more music. Let's talk watches. Okay, fine.
Right. Well, okay. As you know,
you definitely think I should see Journey and Def Leppard tonight, and then go see Styx and Foreigner on Sunday. And
absolutely, you only live once, mate. You've got a chance of live music like that over there. Just fucking do it.
Okay, so it's a lot. It's a lot of work.
No, it's not a lot of work. Got to see live music. It's cool as fuck, mate. Right. So coming from New Zealand, the Beaufort Pulsar Timer Jet Black DLC. Does anybody know anything about this watch or fucking care about this watch in any way? Based on 30 pulse stations. What the fuck? Do you know anything about this make at all? Have you heard of them?
Hell no.
No. What do you think of it? What do you think of it as a watch? I mean,
do me a favor. Pull up the Patek Philippe 5170P.
Fucking hell, you're railroading the show already. Have you got a link there? You can put the chat quickly if you can type it up.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I can do it.
Yeah, just put it in the private chat, just so you can put it in the private. Put it in the private chat. I'll bring it up.
I'm not derailing the show. I promise you. No. I'm not derailing the show.
I know. So I talk about shitters and you talk about APs and Patek Phillips.
No. I am. Believe me, when you see it, I'm just trying to find a good source because there's a lot of garbage websites. Let me see. Maybe this one will work. Okay, it is a third-party website, but
no, that's fine. We're happy to go.
All right, I'm dropping it in the private chat now.
Yeah, I got it there. Radio.
Now look at now. Freeze frame the image of this watch in your mind.
Oh. Oh, nice.
So yeah, that's nice, right? So that's what the chronograph should look like.
Yes, that is nice.
Right. Now go back to your lovely watch.
I didn't say it's a lovely watch at all. I just said, I see. So that, yeah. Okay, they're on a budget.
I hate to even compare or
yeah, well, you shouldn't be comparing. It's a bless him. It's a watch. It's like the 17-year-old who wants one of those others, and mother and father won't buy him that. Well, we've got you this. It's it looks slightly like it.
It's a little. I feel really, really bad even suggesting that particularly was an inspiration for this watch. But look how small the subdials all are. That's so small. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, I know nothing about this make. All I do is just go on the blogs, and I just I mean, no one reads the blogs. No one reads blogs anymore. You know what I mean? You've got to be like 2008 people read blogs,
including yours. Yeah.
Of course, you're expert. 2008 people stopped reading blogs. So, Fratello has been going for 20 odd years, and he's still going now, but no one reads them, obviously. You know what I mean?
Super chat from Ray. €2. Link for Red Struggle, please. Thank you, Ray, for the super chat.
No, you're right.
Red's a good. I was texting with Red just earlier today about something. He was looking at some great watches, and he really loves his Omegas, and he pulls off Omegas like nobody else. He really does a good. I mean, he really loves that brand, and there isn't a single Omega that doesn't look good on Red Shovel. They really look good on them.
I like my Omegas. I have 6 Omegas.
Yeah, Omega it just works for some people, and it really fits their personality. Fits their larger wrists, especially those big ones. Planet Oceans and these Ultra Deeps and these things. Yeah.
Well, little Johnny here can pull off a 45.5 Planet Ocean.
By the way, I'm rocking the fake Blanc Pawn 50 Phantoms, the Scuba 50 Phantoms version from Swatch. I know it's blasphemy.
Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, great. Well, I've got one of those. It's great. Yep. I think they're great.
The white version without the date.
Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty cool. I have it on a custom strap. It's okay.
Yeah, I've got mine on a custom strap as well. So junk the other strap. Yeah. I think they're great. They're great. You don't have to bother about bashing it up or anything. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just fine.
It's light.
I am rocking the Breitling Super 44 Super Ocean.
Nice.
Yeah.
You have to produce. You have to show the watch and produce at the same time, which means you have to make yourself bigger.
I do, don't I? I know. Come back, Brian. All is forgiven.
Let the record reflect. I'm not producing the show. I don't have keys. I'm not pulling up any comments.
So there you go.
There we go.
Super Ocean 44 DLC. Yeah, great watch. Great watch. You've got it in your wrist. It's quite heavy, but it's a great watch.
By the way, I've made some changes to my collection. I've made a couple of adjustments, and I will be. I'll plug my show. I'll plug the Original OC channel. We're doing a big unboxing show tomorrow night.
I saw the unboxing thumbnail came up. I didn't know whether it was you or whether it was. Have you added to your collection, or have you got rid of stuff?
I'm not saying it's me. Actually, we have two other people unboxing tomorrow night. So it's going to be a star-studded event, multiple unboxings, at least 2. There may be a third. We'll see if that other person comes through. And Original OC channel. Drop the link in the chat. And
yes,
I did make some changes to my collection for people who've been paying attention. The Batman is gone. It's a 126710 BLNR, one of the new one. Batman Returns. It's gone. The two-tone bluesy, the 126613 LB, it's gone. And one of my Daytonas, the steel black dial Daytona 116500, gone. So
that's 3 you've got rid of.
3.
So have you replaced 3 for 3 or 3 for 1?
All may be revealed tomorrow on the Original OC channel, 5:30 p.m. Eastern.
5:30 p.m. Eastern. So, I'm just trying to work
it's
out.
Like right when you're going to bed, Tickers.
Well, I might be able to sort.
It's going to be an amazing show. Take a nap in the afternoon. For all of you guys in England, everyone in Europe, it's going to be an incredible show starting at 5:30 Eastern, which is 5:30 World Time.
Yes, I've got unboxing next week, by the way.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, yeah, and it's coming through tomorrow. Oh, yes.
Maybe you should jump on my channel and do it.
I've got a platform here, mate. You know what I mean?
Nah, forget about your channel. I'm stealing the leads. I'm stealing the leads.
Yes, correct. Okay, so I've dropped the link to the original OC channel in there.
Thank you.
Please all go and click.
Everyone's subscribed. Everyone's subscribed to it anyway. Come on. All 64 people. All 64 subs. By the way, there's incredible watch news today. Watch industry news. I'm not sure if you heard it. But, Hodinkee has. There were rumors that Hodinkee was making business changes, not organizational changes, but business strategy changes. And Ben Clymer issued. He had a blog of his own today, a blog or some kind of post or something, and they're going back to more editorial.
Oh, they don't work, remember? The industry expert says that blogs don't work, remember, at all. 2008 was the last time that blogs worked. You know, you've got Feller, you've got Blog to Watch, you've got all of them. And by the way, Shovel, you really have got a fucking cheek, mate, because you were one of the people with the dim fucker who was slagging me off and me blog off. So I don't think I've got any fucking time for you. You've got more faces than a town hall clock. So there you go. You don't fucking start slagging me off any show and then come all nicey in here. It ain't fucking working.
Uncle John, I think this comment is directed at me. Funny, all these hype buyers cashing in. He's referring to me. That's right. I'm not a watch collector. I'm just a hype buyer. Many were never into the hobby in the first place. That's right. He fairly characterizes OC. Except, listen, I don't need that many watches. I don't need a Batman that I don't wear. I have a Pepsi. I don't need a two-tone Submariner bluesy. It's nice, but I don't really need it. I have other blue watches, and I don't. The steel Daytona, although I loved it. I really love it. I have the other Daytona, which is rose gold with the diamond baguettes on Oysterflex. So, so everything, would I like another Daytona? Sure, but not a steel one. I mean, maybe a steel. I don't know. I don't love them.
I was looking at the other day, just browsing. You went on a website called Subdial. I think the UK. The prices were in UK.
Yeah.
And I thought, I mean, everyone said about the market being on its backside. And you know me, I don't buy hype watches or anything. I'll buy Rolex. I don't really know. But I saw a Explorer 2 with box and papers for 6,600 English. And I'm sure that was absolutely unheard of a few months ago, that kind of price. I thought there were more 9, 10, 11, 12,000 for an Explorer 2.
Subdial, by the way,
is sorry?
Yeah, Subdial, by the way, is an index that's put together by Bloomberg. Bloomberg, I think, contracts with a third-party company to track watch prices across the industry. There's a lot of it. There's watch charts that works with somebody like Fortune or one of those guys, and then there's Bloomberg that uses Subdial. So it's an index that's tracking watch prices.
Right. I just, and then I've got other stuff I want to get. I mean, didn't help me other purchase that's coming tomorrow, but No Time to Die is on me. Is a kind of always there in my lid, and I saw one the other day, second-hand one, £5,800, and that is pretty cheap. The 9,500 brand new, and I always thought they were like 7, 5, 8 grand second-hand. They've never been below 6, what I've seen. Box and papers on the bracelet, not on the NATO. The titanium bracelet. So the market is on its arse, isn't it? Definitely.
I mean, there's more and more people with the growing sentiment.
You're frozen again, OC. Are you back again now? Sorry, what you saying? Oh, so you froze again.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I had my phone was playing the YouTube in the background, just hogging up the bandwidth. I think more and more people are just a little bit concerned that the price declines are actually going to accelerate. And I don't think it's based on facts. I think it's just there's a mindset that, you know what, we've had 28 months of price declines. What is to stop it from going down another 10%? And do you want to be holding? Do you want to be holding your? I mean, you've enjoyed your Rolexes. You've had them for a while. Let's say you bought a GMT at 10,000 and now it's worth 15. Do you really want to see it go down to? I mean, it could have sold it for 19, and now it's like, okay, you have it for 15. Maybe you don't wear it. Maybe you don't enjoy it. Maybe you don't love it. Do you want to hold it and watch it go down to 13, or do you want to say, listen, time to cash out? So I think there are more and more people, especially who bought Rolex over the past 3 or 4 years, who bought pieces that they got at retail, they've appreciated in value, they're worth more than they paid, and they're like, listen, if I don't love that piece, if I don't wear it, if it doesn't get enough wrist time to move it, time to consolidate, time to concentrate my collection into other things.
Okay, here's one thing. If you buy a watch that you buy at retail and you really love it, and that what gets me is people who won't get rid of it if they're going to get less than what they bought it for. It sometimes happens with if you buy a watch, you like the watch, and it's just why are people so obsessed with the price? It's got to,
Well, I mean, listen,
you're not buying the watch because you love it. People aren't buying watches because they love the watch. They're buying it as an investment. Why don't you just admit it's an investment? I hate all these people who go all that, they love the watch and all this lot, but they won't admit they bought it for an investment, not because they like the fucking watch.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll admit there are watches that I bought that I thought would go up in value, and they did. And there were some watches that I thought would be good purchases, and they didn't go up in value. So.
But did you buy them because you buy them because you thought they'd go up in value, or did you buy the watch because you like the watch? That's the question.
Listen, if I'm offered GMT, for example, at retail, and it's worth 50% more in secondary, whether I like the watch or not, I'm going to buy that thing.
Right. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. That's you admitted it. At least you've been.
I mean, are there times where I've been offered watches that sell for way over retail and secondary, and I've turned them down? Sure, but there are other times where I've been offered watches that I didn't like, or that I knew that I wasn't going to wear because they were worth way more in secondary. The watch that I sold to the Wizard, it was a blue Sky Dweller. I never asked for a blue Sky Dweller, but at that time, which was April of 2022, that thing was going for $36,000 in secondary. So why would if you buy it for 16 and you can sell it for 32 or 34 or whatever, why wouldn't you why wouldn't you? So there have been times where I have done that. I have no shame in saying that. I think you'd be a fool to pass it up. You'd be a fool to not buy a watch that sells for double retail if you can sell it for that.
Yeah. True. Yeah, at least you're true to it. Yeah. But if you watch it you really, really, really like, and then you decide that you're going to consolidate your collection and get rid of it, would you get rid of it below what it costs you if necessary?
Well, if that's the market price, yeah. I mean, for example, it doesn't matter where it is, whether it's above or below retail, or below or above or below what you paid for. What matters is where is it going to go from here. So let's say I'll use a good example that's probably true. Let's say you bought a Black Bay 58 blue, right? And you paid paid $4,000 US for it. Well, listen, you're not going to get over retail for that. But the question is, if you could sell it for $3,000, but in a year from now it's going to be worth $2,000.
Yeah. True.
Do you sell it?
Yeah.
Because it's not going to be worth more than it's worth today. So if you want to lose another $1,000, wait. If you don't use it, but if you don't wear the watch, sell it now. Get what you can.
Flippers do bowl me piss, by the way. Yeah, roll it. I agree. Flippers do. But I mean, people who just walk out the dealers, keep the stickers on it, and then fucking flip it do bowl me piss. I see them all the time on Facebook, and they come on and say, just bought, blah, blah, blah. Well, they come off it. They say, bought it, but a big bill's come up, or they bought it, and it doesn't fit them right, and all this lot. And you think, and then they ask some stupid fuck off that price for it, and they just get rinsed. Yeah, flippers do bowl my base. I think that the fact is, you buy it, you truly buy it, and I think probably a year of using it, of wearing it, not keeping the fucking stickers on it. We managed to get.
Do you love the Pepsi?
I like the Pepsi. Yes, I do like the Pepsi.
What about the Sprite? What about the Sprite? Do you like the Sprite?
I prefer the Pepsi.
Okay, but let's say you were offered the Sprite at retail. Would you turn it down because you don't really love it, because you like the Pepsi more? No, you take it. You can take one of these. You take it in a heartbeat.
I'm not one of these people to just buy watches just to, I'd probably put my money in a guitar rather than a watch. I'm going to buy a fucking something to hold, to hold its value, whatever. Some guitars hold the value, and stuff. So I don't know, but I wouldn't tie that money up in stuff. I don't know. And I prefer that. I mean, I'd prefer a vintage. If I'm going to get a Rolex ever, I prefer a vintage Rolex.
Oh, okay. I'm using hypotheticals just to say. Yeah. I'm trying to flush out Tickers the flipper versus Tickers the enthusiast.
Yeah, I'm an enthusiast. I'm just not one of these who would go and buy a watch and then just instantly the next fucking week flip it for a footload. I just don't.
Tickers does not like free money. Let the record reflect that. He does not like to make a killing selling a watch for more than retail. By the way, please, if it's possible, get this ugly watch off the screen.
I will do. Just let me get Dodger, 10 pluns. Good show, boys. Thank you, Dodger. Thank you very much.
Love Dodger.
Okay, let's share this one instead. That's probably a bit better.
Way better. Way better.
Yeah, I just because let me just say that without saying too much to give it away, the watch that I bought last night is secondhand, but it's hardly used, and it's way under what they are brand new. It's limited edition, and I could make a few $100 if I wanted, because I could sell it probably next week for way under the retail price, but make a few. But I don't want to. I could have spotted it and thought, I want to wear it
because you want it.
I bought it to wear it. Yeah, to wear it. Yeah.
Yeah, you like watches.
I love
nothing
watches.
wrong with that. Look at this. Thomas Burnett is in the chat. Yeah. What's up, Thomas? Got Chili Badger. Whole Milk's in the chat. A lot of great people. Uncle Jonga. Some good peeps out there.
Do you know what, Whole Milk? I didn't flip do you know what? The FXD, mate, I really didn't make I hardly made anything on that at all because I needed the money. I could have wanted to buy the Speedy. The hype isn't there on the FXD. I remember someone with a 21 FXD, and I think he had it at 6.5 on eBay, and it was on 6.5 all the time. He couldn't fucking sell it. He couldn't sell it at that. But, it's the hype. It was a hype piece, but there wasn't all that. The hype's gone out of it now completely.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So you're adding to your collection. You bought this online, I'm assuming. You bought it from like eBay or Chrono or some resource.
I bought it. Oh, yes, I bought it online. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, I can tell. It's listen. It's gonna. I'm excited to see what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, it should arrive tomorrow. Chickens flip the Omega chronoscope. Do you know what I did? Because the chronoscope.
See? There you go.
Okay, so let me tell you about the chronoscope. You probably know about the chronoscope, don't you?
A little bit.
I won it in a competition.
Yeah.
It cost me like 58 pence for the ticket, and I won in a competition.
Well, that's not flipping. No. You won that one fair and square. Yeah.
It was nice. It had the new bracelet. But then the fucking boiler was crapping out on me completely. I had the bloke 3 or 4 times to the boiler to try and tinker with it and get it fixed. And he just said to me, this thing ain't going to last another winter. You need to have a new boiler. So I sold the Chronoscope.
There you go.
BQ watches, got a boiler.
I got to jump in like 10 minutes just to give you a heads up. Tickers,
okay, listen, I really do appreciate you coming on, man. Thank you. So
just let you know. So I just disappear. But
so this thing,
I love this. This thing is cool, but this is a Carrera Tourbillon, so I'm assuming this is expensive.
Yeah. Now the thing about it is, it just looks a bit odd. They're not the type of watch I wouldn't expect to have a Tourbillon. It's not a dress watch per se. It's a small sports watch.
Right. I just don't.
I mean, am I being wrong here? Are you putting tourbillons in anything nowadays? I expect a tourbillon to be like a flashy kind of, dress watch on a bracelet.
But if you run a watch brand, you have watchmakers there that like to push the boundaries. They don't, so they like to be given projects where they are using all of their engineering expertise, all of their horological expertise, design expertise to put together things. There are fans of Heuer who maybe want this, real collectors who would jump, who would kill to have Carrera Tourbillon.
Right. So, I mean, do you know much about this at all? Do you actually, without saying anything, do you know what the price is of this?
I don't. I actually don't.
Wow. I just can't get it's on a racing strap. And it's not a fucking tourbillon. It's just mad to me. It's kind of just...
The tourbillon is there to show that they can make the watch as accurate as possible. And that's what the tourbillon is designed to do, right? To account for the different geometries and gravitational pull or whatever on the movement. So it's almost like if you are a top 10 or top 20 watch brand, you have to do a tourbillon to show that you have the engineering capabilities to be one of the best.
It's it's interesting. It's nice. It's just that it just looks a bit odd in that setting. You know what I mean? This is going to be. I mean, that's a proper tourbillon. What sort of price is that going to be? OC, what do you reckon? What are you giving it? What you reckon?
I'm gonna say 50,000 at least, 50,000 US.
50,000 US, right? I was gonna go with 58,500. I mean, how much is one of them tags without the tourbillon? Nothing like that price, is it?
10, isn't it? Like 10.
10. That's what I mean. So I must admit,
7?
a tourbillon 40K on the price. My God.
Yeah, it does.
So Dr. Bob reckons that tourbillon is useless in a wristwatch. He says.
I would say that it is damn near useless, just like a moon phase. Moon phase is the moon phase works, but like who is really going to use it? Now the tourbillon makes the watch more accurate, but if there's a problem with plus or minus 2 or 3 seconds a day or whatever it is, you need to make it more accurate than that, then use your phone.
Yeah.
Or go quartz.
So Dr. Bob Knight says 28 grand. Thomas Burnett says 30. Wow, a low ball in here on that. Shelley goes for 44. Watch Apprentice more like it, 100K. Maybe that, but I think it's more near 100K than 30-something K somehow. I don't know. I just always thought tourbillons were like shit expensive. Oh, Rolly Radio, there we are, 1,250.
They're a good guess.
Yeah, that's the only reason. That's good. Sorry,
I guessed 50,000 because I looked recently, maybe a couple months ago, at a Zenith Defy. They came out with a Zenith Defy tourbillon. It looks they stole it from the Royal Oak, that design. Yeah, and I think that was 54 or 58,000, just like you said. And so I'm assuming that this is approximately the same.
Well, that 1250, that's going to be the Chinese copy from Wish with an open heart in it. That's what that 1250 is.
Right.
Hello, Gangster. Good evening. 26K, Gangster says.
You realize there are like 4 people in the chat that I personally met in London. I actually 5. I mean, if you include you, Thomas Burnett, Gary, Uncle Jonga, Red Shovel. I mean, like
I know,
everybody that
epic.
this is insane.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, it was good to meet you, man. It was good to meet you. All right, let's just before you have to shoot, let's just look at this thing and let's see where we are with it. It's just weird to me. I'm sorry, but I mean, it's just like look what we can do. Just looked a bit. Yeah, it's got a fucking rally strap. Tell me, with a rally strap.
Dodger too, by the way.
Sorry,
I got to mention Dodger too, by the way. Don't want to leave out Dodger.
You do.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. A rally strap with a Tourbillon with a rally strap. Dearie me, just.
No, but
it's 25,200 euros. Wow,
that's actually probably a bargain. You know, it's probably a bargain.
limited to 50 pieces.
There you go. I think that's actually a reasonable price for that watch if you're a tag fan.
It's true. Did Dr. Bob actually give the price? Oh, and you put 28,000. Dr. Bob, if that was $28,000, which is 25,000, maybe. If you know the price, please don't actually say in the chat. We'll all try and guess it.
Yeah. We're trying to have some fun here.
If you might have just been a very good guess. It surprised me.
I think it's cheap.
You've got to go off to your gig, are you? Is that where you're going?
Yeah, I got to figure out where I'm going. I may be taking my father-in-law. So, but it's going to be a fight between Mrs. OC and my father-in-law because she doesn't want him to go, and he may want to go. It's going to be a big ordeal upstairs.
Why doesn't she want him to? Why doesn't she want him to go?
Well, he's older, like so. He's even older than you, Tickers. So which is really, really, really old. So it's like she doesn't want him to like get sick or like stay out late or whatever. So they have he's visiting from California. So I'm going to try and convince him to go, and I might be a big fight. So we'll see what happens. But I want to thank you for having me on.
What a picture of you back to back playing air guitar. You know what I mean? Like Status Quo used to do. You know.
Okay, I will, and I'll send you some pictures from the concert. You'll be asleep. Actually, I won't send it because I don't want to wake you up with my ding, ding, ding.
He won't do. He's on silent. He'll be on silent. Don't worry. I'll get him in the morning. That's fine. I'll look at them. You can send ping them away, mate. Brilliant. Enjoy yourself. Drive safely. Thank you
for having me on, and have a great rest of your show. And cheers to everybody in the chat. Have a great night, everybody.
Thank you.
All right.
Peace out. Well, that was OC, everybody. As you can see, the boys, well, one of them's here and he's sleeping. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, he's behind me. The other one's behind me. That's okay. They're not up to any mischief. Right, what else have we got going with the far as watches? Here we go. We have the Squale 1521 Marine Militaire Limited Edition. So as you know, the Marine Militaire is I think Thomas Burnett will probably know as much as me. It's probably the Italian Navy, I think. Marine Militaire is. What do we all think of this? Nice watch. I think Thomas will probably like this. Don't be so cruel, Rolly. Don't be so cruel, man. Dr. Bob, I like the colours on these. Yeah, very nice colours, isn't it? It's a nice watch. So Rolly's going off with £79.50. Yeah, Italian Navy. Correct. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's probably going to have an ETA in it, I imagine, or anything. Okay. It's quite a nice watch. What do we all think of it? Sorry, I've just had a message that was So, message from Red Shovel. I'm going to read it out as well. Should have buried the hatchet and moved on like everyone else. It won't be a dick in your ear, but I will make a complete cunt of you and have the resources to do so. Thank you, Red Shovel. Thank you. You go and make a cunt of me, mate. You just won't give up. That's the problem. I left you alone. I didn't say anything. I didn't make any trouble. And you and Tim had a go at my blog last week. Not just Tim, you did as well. So you don't know when to fucking give up. You crack on and carry on making a cunt of me then. I don't care anymore. Childish twat. Sorry, everybody. Just really annoying. I left him alone, and then he just starts having a go at my blog with Tim last week and thinks it's fucking funny. Right. Let's carry on. Watch is also a tribute to the multi-past of Squally. Right, how much do you reckon this is, guys? Uncle Jonga, I thought this channel was drama-free. Well, it's drama-free. But if someone's going to take the piss, like you're fucking quite capable of doing, Jonga, because you were the one, I think, who took the fucking pictures and sent them around from the show, I'll fucking say something, mate. I'll defend myself. I'm a gobby fucking Yorkshireman. I'm not going to fucking take it lying down. Someone makes a cunt of me, I'll fucking say it. Dr. Bob Tickers, I'm still subscribed to your blog, even though people said I can't read. Thanks, Dr. Bob. Appreciate it. So Mac said about £1,000. I think it's going to be a bit more than £1,000. I reckon they'll probably want about 1,800 quid for it. So bag of sand, £1,000. Thanks, Terry. Thanks, mate. Sorry, I've lost the wind out of my sails now. I'm just fucking wound up. I do apologise. Shouldn't be like this, but people just don't leave me alone. I said fuck all. I get picked on. Okay, is he gonna have a? What's he gonna have in it? Is it gonna have an ETA in? But let's have a look. Yeah, an ETA 2824. Well, SW 200, which is an alternative to the ETA 28242. Oh, got a nice Pelican case, rubber strap as well. It's fine. Limited edition, 500 pieces, 1,340 Swiss francs. All right, what do we think of this? So this is basically, this is like a piss take of the Crash, isn't it? It's fucking horrible. I mean, can you imagine if you're pissed and you're looking at that? You know what I mean? That is just unbelievable. Were they? Nah, dick pics. Yeah, very funny. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, whole milk. No, I don't like this at all. I mean, I don't know what people see in these watches at all. It's the same with the Crash. I just don't see the point in it. If you're gonna get one, Crash is the only one. I actually have. There we go. Bad attempt at a homage to the Cartier Crash. Exactly. Oh, so it's a homage. It's going to be cheap in it. What movement is going to have in it? Jesus, I know nothing about this make. Thomas, have you heard of this make at all? Just let's have a look. No, just no. Just I don't see what people see in it at all. Interesting to see. I reckon they're gonna. I don't know if that's rose gold or what. I reckon that's gonna be 18.5 grand. I won't pay 18.5 quid for it, but 18.5 grand. No, not at all. Right, how much do you think this thing is going to be, peeps? Now, Thomas has never heard of him. Okay. I mean, I know. I don't think he's. I mean, people get them, don't they? People like them. I mean, just no. So what movements here? I've never heard that he's make. I've no idea at all. Well, it's limited. I reckon it's going to be 18.5 grand. 28mm wide at maximum, 47mm end to end. Gold PVD coated stainless steel case. Wow. There we go. It's a bigger picture for you. And it's still... I mean, you can buy a cheap thing, I think, off eBay that's a melting thing. You can buy a homage to the Cartier Crash, I think, for about fucking 150 quid or something. Oh, no. I don't like that at all. I don't know, Mr. Shine. I'm going to find out what movement's in it in a minute. Silly Sausage said it looks like Sonia from EastEnders. Love it. Love it. 8,000 Swiss francs said. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably. Jesus. No, I said 18.5 grand. I said I could be wrong. I don't know. Let's see what movement's in it. Let's have a look. Swiss design, stainless steel, water resistant. 30 meters water resistant. I wouldn't even trust it with 30 meters water resistant, to be honest. Seriously. No, not a fucking chance. So it's got a Ronda 751 quartz movement in it. Jesus. Accuracy of -10 to +20 seconds a month. Okay. It's just, let's have a look. I must admit, 18.5 grand for a quartz watch. No, you're probably wrong there, aren't we? Definitely won't be 18.5 grand if it's quartz. Oh, here we go. 550 Swiss francs. There you go. Oh, what a bag of shit that is. Right. What else have we got? Okay, we have actually affordable, it says, a Tosino Shellback V2 dive watch. Okay, it's your standard kind of dive watch, but the dial is slightly different. So instead of having applied indices, like, I don't know, indented indices, if you like. Oh, yeah, that's novel, isn't it? It's quite a nice texture. Quite like the texture on the dial. Quite like that. Quite like the texture on the dial. Everyone think of that then. Sandwich dial, yeah. $1,200, Doctor. You won't go for $1,200. Chili Badger's going for $299. Yeah, this is going to have, again, this is going to have a sleety movement in, isn't it? It's not going to have anything fancy in. Yes, Thomas, I'm just basically, there's no there's no method really apart from just seeing what's new and what's out there, you know. Actually, we see it wasn't German. It wasn't actually German. It was, oh yeah, we had this joke. We knew about that before, don't we? That's right. Adolf isn't German, is it? It's Austrian, and Adolf was Austrian, of course. Yes, I have bought something new. I'm unboxing next week, mate. I have a new watch. I will unbox. That's all I'm saying. I've got something, and I'm going to unbox it next week. So Max said this is 500 quid. I think this is going to be about £1,200. Silly sausage, the handset looks like he's only got one eye. Can't think of a name for it. You're too funny, mate. That's a northern sense of humour for you, you see. Northern sense of humour from Silly Sausage. Can't beat it. Right, let's have a look at this thing. No more gifted watches. I think you've seen them all now. So the gifted watches were the Sin, the Breitling, the Planet Ocean, and the Bumblebee. Yeah. Those are my gifted watches. She's very nice. Right, let me just go through and have a look at this now. It's different, but not too. But that's about it, really. It's gonna have a Sleater in, or it's gonna have something like that. Let's have a look. Shall describe modernized version of a skin diver. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a skin diver. Wait, okay, it's got no lugs. Not lugs. Crown guards, which classes it as being a skin diver, I suppose. It's a bit nondescript, isn't it? See if we can find out. Screw down crown. See if we can find out what movement's in it. Still doesn't say. Loom's not bad, isn't it? Quite like the loom. Sleater SW200, the single most commonly used Swiss automatic movement in the entire industry, and Tsena made the switch to this caliber because it's universally recognised with the enthusiast community and offers an even greater level of serviceability. Yeah, so there you go. It's got Sleater SW200 in, which we knew. It's just a bit basic. Don't like the bloke's shirt, by the way, either. Oh, adjustable ratchet clasp. That's not bad, I suppose. Extension provides 5 positions for tool-free incremental adjustment. That's not bad. Let's just see what's up price. $649, which includes a complimentary rubber strap. Or $699 with the promotional pricing. It's not bad, I suppose, but it's a bit. Yeah, it's a bit nerd. Aye. It's a bit nerd. Right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Sorry for the rant tonight, but I just feel that I need to defend myself because it was absolutely. Hold on. Oh, we've got a late comer. Hey, how are you doing?
Yo, I'm doing good. How are you, man? I just saw your message that you were flying solo tonight. I'm sorry I couldn't get out of work earlier, but I'm glad to see you're still here.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just about to wrap it up, actually, T.
That's cool, man. I'm just popping in, making sure you're not drowning in drama in the comments.
Oh, fuck me, drowning in drama. You want to go back to the beginning and have a look, mate? Seriously.
I would rather not. That sounds horrible.
We had some shit going on.
Good. Keeping the blood flowing, I guess.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. You could say that. It's been a bit edgy tonight.
Nice.
So, you think you might be able to make next week?
Probably.
That's good. That's good. What's that thing above your head? Is it a lamp?
It is a lamp. Yeah.
It just looks like it's the way you're sitting there. It looks like it's just fastened to your head.
I know.
Fucking Dalek. Oh yeah, Thomas Burnett says wristwatch check, please. After last week, what the fuck have you got on your wrist?
Oh man, I actually have that watch next to me, but this week I'm wearing a steel dive. I'm wearing a 1,000-meter steel dive Sea Dweller homage.
Are you telling me that's definitely 1,000 meters? Fuck that, really? I'm telling you now. Bet you that cost you about $150.
Yeah.
There is no fucking way that they have pressure tested that to $1,000 fucking dollars, not a fucking to 1,000 meters, not a chance. Jesus.
Well, you know, rocks are rated for infinite pressure, and they're everywhere.
I could fucking use that to stand on that to reach me top cupboards in the fucking in the kitchen, mate. Fuck me dead.
I don't know. The 1,000 meters, I don't know. They probably tested one a long time ago and designs probably changed, but I like having a bunch of green watches. And I like I like having a big Sea Dweller clone.
Yes.
I think Steel Dive is the only company that makes clones of or homages of Sea Dwellers.
Oh, right, I see. Okay.
Who's gonna try and prove them wrong? Yeah, you gotta. These haven't been out long enough. I'm sure everyone's familiar with Steel Dive, but the 1,000-meter ones haven't been out long enough for someone who owns an actual watch pressure tester to pressure test one.
They're made for 150. They cost about 150 quid.
Yeah,
they probably cost about 80 quid to make. There's not a fucking chance that they're going to pressure test that.
Someone should do it. A watch pressure tester is very, very expensive.
How many of them fuckers have they got to sell to be able to claw back the fucking pressure tester? You know,
I should look into it. It's the pressure test for a watch. This steel dive, this 1,000-meter steel dive, was $180.
Right. Jesus,
and it looks,
there we go.
It looks good. It feels good, but the pressure tests, the watch pressure tests, are never they're never like actually done in like 1,000 meters of water. They're done with this little chamber that like you pump up, or it has an electric pump, and it simulates that pressure. Someone
they'll put their stamp on it and say that it's good for that. There's no way they're gonna fucking turn around, and say, you know,
someone should buy one. I'm looking at the watch pressure testers right now, and there's a bunch that are cheap. But who's to say that those are calibrated correctly? It's anyone's game.
Yeah, Silly Sausage said they should have gone Billy Big Balls and claimed 20,000 meters. Yeah,
20,000 meters.
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
perhaps his head explodes after about fucking 8. Anyhow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's
all bollocks, isn't it? Right, I'm gonna wrap this up. Listen, T, thanks for popping in. Anyhow, mate, I appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you.
Stoked to swing by and say hi. I'm glad that
thank you.
Managing your blood pressure. I'm glad you survived an assassination attempt or whatever happened.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yes, I'm doing all right. Okay, thank you. Listen, well, okay, adult military jacket. What's this guy growing out on top of his head? Yeah, it's a lamp. He's having surgery at some point for it. You know what I mean? There you go. How's Donald? T?
He's doing good. He's staying
doing
strong.
Good,
he's
staying strong.
He's taking it day by day. The news cycle has been pretty vicious for him.
Yeah.
It's funny. The how swiftly conspiracy theories rose and fell, and now they're rising again. Everyone's got 100 explanations for every single thing that's happening to that guy.
I tell you what, I did watch. It was quite funny. I was saying to a friend today, I watched the head of the Secret Service get fucking rinsed yesterday.
Oh yeah, she got worked.
And that the woman, there was a woman with a pink dress on. I think Miss Mace, I think her name was. I don't know where she was from. And she just says, "Right, I'm going to ask you a specific series of questions, and they're going to be yes or no answers." So she said, "Right, in the next 5," she said, "I'll give you 5 minutes. Will you write your resignation and give it to me now, yes or no?" And she went, "No, thanks." And then she asked a load of questions, and when she didn't answer yes or no, she said, "No, it's a yes or no answer." She fucking rinsed her. Then she said bullshit, and then she said, "You were talking a load of shit," I said to her. Yeah, unbelievable. It's just like someone had to tell her to calm it down a bit.
That's a tough job to have right now, man. I don't envy her.
No. She resigned anyhow. She's quit.
I know. I saw that.
Because someone said you've been given a 9% pay rise, you just haven't earned it, and you just like, that's what you said to her. Jesus. Right, I'm gonna go. Listen, thanks everybody. Much appreciated. I'll try to be a bit calmer next week. Hopefully we'll have Brian, and hopefully we'll have T next week. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday. Good night.